Clever Vision.
This is clevervision.com.
Your key to entertainment.
Yo, you already know what it is, boy. B.I.G. Shine, good music, finally famous over everything. And you watching clevervision.com, boy.
Clevervision.com. I go by the name of the Kid Clever, and right now I'm blessed to have two of the hometown heroes in studio with me. Big Sean, say it ain't Tone. What up, though?
What up?
All right, we all know you guys had the big concert yesterday. Tell us about the concert.
Man, it was crazy. It was like, you know, to get that type of love from your hometown, is it like, you know, considering the other concerts they had there, the venue said that was like probably the biggest concert they had there that year.
Wow.
It was like packed front to back. A lot of people were skeptical, said it couldn't happen, said it wouldn't happen, said it would be a failure. And it was just crazy because the whole city was out, man, from Royce to 5'9" to Elzai to everybody, Marv One, Miss Corona, Road. You know, everybody just performed and displayed what we were as a city, man. We all came together and unified and had a great time.
Okay, Tone, you also performed. What was your opinion on how the show and everything went?
Oh man, the show was great. The show was really great. The only thing that happened to me was, the only bad thing that happened to me was me jumping on stage and like twisted my ankles. I had to come back out on his set and do like, how many songs? Like
A whole bunch. I
a whole
forgot.
bunch.
Wow.
Man,
But
we did that.
Yeah, we did that. Man, and the thing was, the element of surprise was so crazy too. Just by having people like Taz, or Taz out there, Bun B, Tiana Taylor, you know.
Yeah.
And I was mad because I forgot to say it on stage, shout everybody out because I was so in the zone. It was so electrifying. I got lost in it. All the people was out there, man, and it was crazy.
Over the last 2 years, your career has really elevated to that next level. You really, like you said, you got people like Tiana Taylor, Taz Arnold, Bun B, or whatever. What do you think it takes for an artist to get that notoriety and that respect around the industry?
I have no idea. I don't even know how it happened, man. It's like, I remember when I was in the studio with Jay-Z, Ye, and just like legends like that. And I was like, man, how did I get here, man? I didn't get in here. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know. It's like if I could give you a manual on how to do it, I couldn't even do it. I couldn't even tell you. It's just like you just gotta do what your heart tells you to. That's the best thing I could say, man. You just gotta follow that feeling. I always preach that. That's what I was saying at the end of my concert. I was like, your heart is more than organ. It tells you what to do and what not to do. But for me, it was all the way going back to 102.7 Slab when it was 105.9 and doing a Friday night cypher there. For me, I did that every Friday, battling rappers. Win that and then get to rap on air, and that gave me an opportunity to get to know the radio station. And that opportunity led to another, and then another to another. So the best advice I can give you is just follow that feeling, man. Whatever you got going on around you that could enhance your situation and whatever you do, whether it's like if you're an MC or poet, you go to an open mic, or if it's like you're trying to do directing or film, you go to film school or whatever, man. Whatever you can do to enhance whatever you're doing, that's what you got to do. If that makes any sense.
Speaking of following that feeling, I read somewhere that your mom is one of your biggest supporters. How is she taking to all this notoriety? Her son going from Big Sean to Big Sean. How is she taking all that?
I mean, man, she's the #1 supporter. She believed and she always supported me, man. I think it's because she had a dream herself, and her dream started to become fruition and it started to become real reality. But when she had kids, and because she was into acting.
Okay.
So she went to school, graduated, got her master's, blah blah blah, and then got into acting because that's what she loved to do, and was doing commercials, getting paid. Moved to New York. Had my older brother first, and then had me. And then she moved to LA trying to pursue it in movies. But acting is a grind like any other grind. So that's slowing up, and she wanted to be a mom as best she could. So she kind of like gave it up and just fell back on her degree and started teaching. So she always loves to do it. I always see glimpses of like her. You can always see that passion in her. And I remember recently one time when I was going to New York, she was like, yo, grab me one of those acting newspapers or something. And I was like, you know, because it's like she still loves that shit, you know what I'm saying? So when it was like my turn, and when she saw that I could have what I always wanted to do be possible, she like without a doubt was like, do it, like you gotta do it, you know.
That's what's up. That's really what's up. Mom supporting that takes you a whole nother level.
That takes you to a whole nother level when the parents are supportive of what you want to do, because it's a gamble, man. It's a real gamble, especially in my situation, not to go to school and do music and go off of a word of somebody telling you something, you know. But I was talking to my homie today, and it was hard for me because a lot of my homies were in school while I was doing this. But I was telling him it's kind of like, man, I've kind of been in school too, because as my peers are graduating from college, I kind of feel like I'm graduating, like by, you know, I was even telling him today, like, man, my mixtapes were like handing in my finals every year. Like, here's my final, here's my final, here's my final. I did 3, and I feel like my album is like my last final. It's like my, like, you know, graduating.
Yeah, and the course is from Finally Famous, Volume 1
Yeah.
all the way to 3. It's like they get more and more complex.
They get more and more complex, and it's like leading up to the big thing. And it took so long, and it's taking, you know, I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but you can see the evolution and the progression. And, you know, if things keep going the way they're going, and, you know, it's going to be all good.
Okay, and speaking of Finally Famous, is the album complete, or when can we look to hear the album?
No, it's not complete, but it's coming along good. You know, the thing is, you always work on your album until it's always time to hand it in. It's not like you can finish it and just be like, it's done, because I keep getting better. It's like every verse I do, I feel like I get better. Every song I do, I feel like I get better personally. So it's like when I hear some shit I did a while ago and I say it was done, it's like not done. So, you know, that's one of the things that artists always goes through, not always being satisfied with their stuff. And that's kind of how I am. I always want to get better and get better. So, you know, when the cutoff time is very soon. I don't want to say when, but it's very soon. Like, so I'm just gonna cut it off and it's gonna be done. So whatever it is, it's gonna be good though. Just good music as a label and just as a brand. Even on their Good Fridays, the songs they hand out are like a certain caliber, you know. So we definitely gonna make sure it's a certain standard. And shit, I'm rapping for the whole city, man. I got the whole city on my back. I'm trying to bring a whole another light back to Detroit, like it used to be.
That's what it is. And also, we know Tone out here doing this thing. Who else can we look for with Finally Famous coming out doing their thing? Who should we be on the lookout for?
Man, definitely Say It Ain't Tone. Early Mac Million for sure.
Okay.
J1, Dusty McFly. Yeah, this is a lot of people from Detroit, man, that just have so much talent. Excuse me. But just have so much talent that are, you know, unknown, but they're gonna be known. You could just tell, you know what I'm saying? You can just hear it and see. So it's only a matter of time, but I honestly feel like I'm gonna be one of the renaissances of all of that happening, like one of the new beginnings of, you know, just bringing a whole nother light to Detroit. And hopefully it can help every aspect of Detroit, from even like getting people like who are God in our city, not necessarily God, but real known in our city, like KDZ or people like that, or people who aren't really that known out of Detroit. Maybe it could shed more light on them too. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something I feel like that's very needed as well. Just really shedding more light on our city, letting people see it more.
Okay.
Because everybody know we dope. Everybody knows Detroit is dope.
Yeah, it's a lot of dope people here, from producers. Like, we got cats out here like No Speakers, they really dope. You know, the Olympics out here doing their thing.
Yeah, the Olympics, man.
Key Wayne out here doing his thing, repping Finally Famous and everything. So it's gonna be a good look for the city.
Yeah, man. So that's my whole vision and view. You know what I'm saying? Just telling how it is, keeping it G and everything I say.
Okay.
On the west side of Detroit.
That's what it is. All right, Sean, pleasure doing this interview with you.
Yeah, for sure.
Tone, how can we get in touch with you? How can the people get in touch with you?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking to Tone. You can hit me up on YouKnowBigSean.com, UKNOWBIGSEAN.com. I got like videos, music, blog, what I think is cool, what's not. Stuff like that. My Twitter is BIG_SEAN. I'm on that. You know, everybody be on their Twitter. So
already.
You can find me on SayItAin't.com. And My Twitter is @SayItAintTone.
You can find him on the west side of Detroit because he a ghetto ass nigga.
I grew up on Dexter. Wow.
And you also can find both of them on clevervision.com.
Yeah.
Man, I got my dark glasses on, cause I'm ready for the big lights. All my money counted, all my rubber skin tight. Me, I always stood out. You was more the N type, I never follow suit. You was more like pinstripes, riding a Ye's made back, smoking so it's cloudy. With 3 girls who spent all day doing Pilates. Getting money, niggas think I joined Illuminati. Throwing West Side up, I'm feeling like Illuminati. Nah, isn't it ironic that I'm in a big body? Paranoid cause every rapper named Big got body. Boy.
Clever Vision. This is CleverVision.com. Your key to entertainment.